Hello, I would like to welcome everybody to the first January 15th, 2025, the first town hall for the Aul Financial Group. A lot of changes going on. I'll just cover a few of the bigger ones for me. During the Christmas holiday, my granddaughter called me grandpa for the very first time. So that was about as exciting as you could possibly get. And then on January the 2nd of 2025, our son Matthew, him and his wife brought Patrick David Aul into the thing. So those are the two large highlights for me. I'll talk more later in the town hall. But let's go ahead and turn over this first part of the town hall to Mr. Mel.
All right, so I have a little different type of topic to talk about today, a bit of an announcement, and Steve was mentioning changes that were going to be happening here in 2025, and the decision has been made, and we are in progress. I will be retiring probably after the first quarter of the year, March or April, something along those lines, and we are taking steps to make sure that everyone understands that and is well taken care of. Will be taking over as servicing advisor on a lot of the accounts, but Steve is still going to be your primary advisor and will work with everyone as usual. We had always done it as an ensemble anyway, with Steve, myself, Will, and David on the planning for all reviews and clients. So that will continue without myself being involved. It should be a pretty smooth transition. We've got everything lined up for everybody, and it's just at a point in life where it's time to go play a little bit and enjoy retirement for myself that we've helped so many of you do. And we all want to make sure you understood that we absolutely appreciate you guys. We are, as you may have seen on our new banner that we have out, celebrating our 15th anniversary year for Aul Financial Group, and a lot of progress, a lot of things have changed, a lot more changes coming, all to your benefit. I know we have a lot of different events coming up between now and the spring, so I think Steve will probably talk about that a little bit more. So, but that was my primary thing today, was just to let people know that this is in progress, and we've got all the plans are in place for a nice, smooth transition. There's a few other changes. Again, I'll let Steve do those toward the end. As far as markets and things go, my only subject today was, as we had talked before the election, pretty much all through 2024, the presidential elections have a history of either going up before the election and then down after, or down before and up after. This is pretty well held true for this particular election also. Last of December and 1st of January were a little rough, but things seem to be popping up again today. So if that continues, we hope to recapture some of the returns, the 5 or 6% that has dropped off in the last 30 days or so. There's a lot of things that might contribute to that, and a lot of things going on in the world that could have a pretty major effect of it. But we keep an eye on those. Brad keeps it, Market Guard keeps an eye on it. And of course, the advantage of the annuity products is that we don't have to worry about negative effects, just how much we make, not whether we lose anything or not. So that's always a big plus when you have a good combination. The other topic is nothing has really changed about our strategies, making sure that the investments are in place, the insurance products are in place, but the biggest focus that we have and will continue to have is the planning side of things, making sure that all the questions that you might have about what to do, when to do, how to do it, and things of that nature are in place and are an ongoing topic of discussion. So not that big a change, other than who will be taking care of you going forward, and hopefully you'll be able to. I think we have a thing planned in March for a open house that you'll hear more about, and I think I'm gonna have a special contest that day and see who can come in with the best worst dad joke you can come up with. So we'll have a joke contest that day and see who can come up with a really good dad joke for us. Anyway, I didn't have many more than that to say about today. I just wanted to make that announcement, and I'll turn it back over to Steve.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I will talk about it a little bit more here in a minute, but let's go ahead and turn it over to Will for the next part.
Thank you, Steve. Well, he just dropped the bomb. I'm really sad. Losing my buddy. Just make jokes all the time here. You know, I always like taking notes there, but you know, we need to let him go and fly. So I'll be okay. I'll miss him. But one of the things that is really common, and today talking with Stacy also was kind of funny, and it's recurring in the beginning of the year. We have just a client that tell us something about, I want to put my Roth IRA in crypto and I want to do it. I want to put these $20,000. Stop. Be careful. Okay. Today I'm going to talk to you about scams again, because it is the season for scams. A lot of people are going to call you, a lot of tax advisors, a lot of people that help you with taxes. If you buy this, if you put money into this, you will save in taxes. So what I was talking with Stacy this morning, it was really funny. You probably heard that or you read it, is this lady in France lost almost $800,000 to a person that impersonate Brad Pitt for a year and a half and sent her these terrible, terrible Photoshop pictures of him doing different stuff, one in the hospital that obviously just cut it out and put this picture right there. And this lady lost $800,000. So look for that. Romance scams, right? Anything that comes to you, if you use social media, Facebook, do not send any money. Do not share any type of social security numbers. Do not share any type of accounts in any way, because whenever it's gone, it's gone. And you can go to your bank. You know, I have so many, whenever I used to work in the bank, crying, coming and say, hey, I send this money, you know, $3,000-4,000, it's gone. The bank is not going to take over or help you in that insurance the bank has because you authorize that specific transaction. So be careful with those. If you actually, you know, in the dating mode, just like Mel, you know, he's gonna go soon. Be careful with those scams, business scams too. Like I was talking about the crypto thing. Um, every single moment that something booms, right? Everything gets popular. We got a new president, and the new president talk about supporting cryptocurrency. What happened next day? All the cryptocurrency went up, gets popular. You see it on Facebook, you see it on the news, you see it everywhere now. You know, let's put money in it. So also scammers come into play with this. They tell you, put money into crypto, you are going to get a lot of money. Just to let you know, every single cryptocurrency application does not allow you to use pre-tax money. IRAs, Roth IRAs, 401ks. The only time that you can use, or the only type of money, it's non-qualified. It's your regular checking account, savings account, you put your money in your own risk. And you'll be like the client said, like, why? Because can you picture a lot of people trying to put an IRA money, losing it in 3 days? Coinbase will get sued really, really, really fast because people will lose their retirement money in those applications. So if people tells you and they come, hey, I will make you money. Are you worried about your retirement? I can double, triple that money in 8 months in cryptocurrency. Do not. If you need to know about it, let us know. Give me a call. You know, I'm really involved. I like it. I like the topic. I will tell you, I will talk to you about the specific coins. But anytime someone tells you about it will double your money, that is not true. You have more chances to lose your money than gain money right there in the cryptocurrency. Other things there are like the investments. Besides cryptocurrency right now, I hear a lot of put your money in type of like REITs or type of investments or business that will allow you to double the money. Like companies that like they're trying to set up, they're trying to be the next Nvidia, next Apple. We do have that for you. You don't have to worry. You don't have to like listen to somebody else. You come to us and tell us, hey, Steve, Will, Mel, I want to put some money to the next generation of technology. We have that for you. So don't let the scammers, emails, message, or any type of calls to be able to tell you about that. Another big thing, Medicare and health insurance scams. Okay. They will call you. They will tell you you need to put more money. If I sell you this type of insurance, it will cover more Medicare, more things for Medicare for you. If this happens with Social Security is not going to be here in 5-6 years. I will sell you these for you to be able to cover in case you have Social Security. If they call you, if they'll text you, if they tell you to click and put your account number, do not do it. Again, that's what we hear. You call us, you let us know. We have a person that help us with Medicare and health insurance. So please, everything that comes on internet, emails, it's not true. Please let us know. I will tell you what I tell my parents. If you receive a weird text, forward to me, send me a picture in the email, and to make sure nobody's taking away your money. Because right now with this technology of a fast payment, a fast transaction that you can do between banks, you can do Venmo or Zelle, the money's out. There's no trace after that. Your money's gone. So for that money that you work hard for many, many, many years, help us to help you protect that money. So that's all I have. Is the season of scams. Be careful, especially related with the big topics right now involving our clients, like it's Medicare, internet, investments, cryptocurrency. So any questions, again, let us know. And that's all I have today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Will. And, just to reiterate that on that, Will did state that we do have emerging technology funds. We also have blockchain accounts available, which that's a lot of the things around cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, but it is very volatile. I look at it to the point 1, 2, maybe 3% of your portfolio, max of 5. If you're looking for that quick hit tomorrow, it's not something that I believe that you should be going with. So thank you very much, Will, on that. And then as we continue into 2025, as Mel mentioned in the beginning, the Aul Financial Group was started in 2010. Started in 2010. And I was predominantly in the area of investments. And then I remember in 2011 making a trip over to Fort Wayne, Indiana, because my supervisor, OSJ, at that time was the same supervisor in OSJ of the firm that Mel worked with. And I drove over there to watch him do a dinner presentation at a restaurant. And then I looked at it and said, Mel, would you be willing to come to St. Louis and do a presentation and help me get this thing started? So in June, he came over and we went to the Wild Horse Grill. It's not even there if you start to look for it anymore, and we still have clients from that very first presentation that Mel helped me do. And then we looked at it to the point, and I said, I'm more involved in the investment side of the world. Mel was more in life insurance and annuities, and I knew I would probably starve to death if I didn't learn about life insurance and annuities. So that he made that decision to stay here in St. Louis. We were at the old house on Manchester Road, and we ran a lot of meetings off a desk that was designed in an office. Me on one end, Mel behind the desk, and the clients sitting on the other side of it. you know, and Mel brought to that group the client events, the things, a lot of the things that we do for you as clients, you know, apple or pumpkin, a Christmas gift, client appreciation dinners, the big annual type of events. Those were things that Mel brought to the group as we came over here in St. Louis. Then in 2016, I had to actually look up the dates. We outgrew the old house. We just couldn't do it there anymore. The parking lot, it was a mess to get into it. And in 2016, we made the decision to move from the old house to our current offices here in Chesterfield. And Mel was our interior decorator for this thing. Mel picked the furniture, he picked the pictures on the walls, he picked the colors that we were going to paint things, you know, and it just went from there. It's not something that I enjoy doing, and he did, so it went from there. So you can go from all of that. And then we continued to grow because of you, referrals of family and friends, and just bringing more people into the office. Then we had to look at it in 2021 is when we actually split up, because if you'd have met with us prior to 2021, we did almost all of our appointments together. We were both in the same room at the same time, but we had just gotten too busy to be able to do that, too many hours. So we split. We had the clients. Some are seen by Mel, some were seen by me, and everybody needs to know that no matter what happens, we're there for you. Doesn't matter who's sitting across the table from you as it is from there. So we were always there. If somebody had a tax question, that was more of my expertise. We would go into, and they pull me into the meeting for taxes. Life insurance for a very long time. I've got a pretty good idea how it works after 15 years. Thank you to my mentor, Mel, you know, that I've got a better idea how to do those things. But in the beginning, I couldn't have answered a lot of the questions that you had. And that was Mel's expertise. And then we looked at it to the point in 2020, 2023 or 24, the room wasn't big enough downstairs. So we brought the advisors upstairs and put in a presentation room so that if we want to do a Social Security, a Medicare, the Friday events, it gave us a place to do it and actually have people to be able to be a part of it. And we didn't feel like people were stuck in one room or we went to here. You know, you're never going to forget that Mel makes sure at one of these events that there's plenty of wine. Whether you want red wine or you want white wine, there's going to be plenty of those. So on March the 14th, we are going to have here in the office a going away party for Mel. Megan is going to get you more ideas. We got to make all this, we got to think of all these things why Mel's not around. So I can't talk about some of the ideas that she has for that day, but that's when we want people to come in and tell some of those stories about Mel. If you'd like to submit them to the office, we won't let him see them until that day. You know, the man has helped thousands of people reach and experience their retirement because he taught me that it's a journey, not a destination. It's a place where we walk with people. We never have been the firm that says we're just going to sell you something and go talk to somebody else. We've been here to walk people through this journey. And I just want to say, you know, it's the beginning of a new chapter in Mel's book of life. So again, I want to thank him for that. If people have questions, don't hesitate to call the office. Yes, you can call Mel, you can call me, you can call Stacy. We are a little busy, so those phone calls might not be returned immediately. But we do have that availability to do that. And again, we wanted to announce it and say thank you, Mel, for 14 years of service at the Aul Financial Group, and the best wishes of luck in the next chapter in your life. So let's go ahead and do one other thing. Let me share something else. The upcoming events. You know, what do we have? People always ask, what can we invite people to? And that's where we look at it. We want to do business with family and friends. It's the best thing that we could do. So we have the taxes and retirement dinner presentation coming up. We got two different events. In January, the 23rd, and then again on the 28th at Stone Summit out in Wentzville. Then on the 20th and 25th of February, we go back to the Twisted Tree. We have a feeling that taxes is going to be the big question in 2025 because the Trump tax cuts would expire at the end of the year. I don't think they have enough votes to make it permanent, but I think they will do another like the executive so that it's got a sunset date. But I hope they take a little bit of time and make sure they work out some of the other things. Some of the other things that they're talking about in that same time frame. And when we get the information, we'll pass it on to you, is the possibility of the increase in the state and local income taxes. The statements has been, it's just been too small for most people of $10,000, you know, especially if you're on a coast. You know, your state income taxes and your property taxes, most people in those categories are above and are limited by the 10,000. The cooking class. We have an event on February the 4th at the Schnooks de Pear in their cooking room. Limited spaces on that. Again, we do kind of allow those people that have not attended to go to the front of the line so that we give everybody the opportunity to do it, because there's only 20 plus availability when it comes from there. And please mark it on your calendar now. Mel's Farewell Open House. That's going to be March 14th here at the office. And as Megan brings more things to the table, you're going to get those emails from them. Some of them, she's going to say, don't tell Mel. So as it goes from there. So we do plan on that. And I just want to say again, thank you for 15 years of support. Some of y'all have been there since the beginning. Mel started with me 14 years ago, so he's been here for almost all of it. And I can honestly say, sitting here, that the Aul Financial Group would not be where it's at without Mel. So again, I want to thank you for your service, Mel. I want to thank everybody for the referrals that they've given us. We love doing business with friends and family and people just like you.